What would Bristol becoming a city with a zero tolerance to gender-based violence, abuse, harassment and exploitation mean to you?
It would mean that women and girls are free to make the most of their potential and do the best and be the best that they possibly can.
It would mean a safer city, one where it wouldn't be an act of bravery to walk down the streets every time you leave the house.
To me, Bristol becoming a city free of gender-based violence, exploitation and sexual abuse would mean a safer city where women feel confident to go to any particular organisation, be it Zero Tolerance or another one, and know that they will be believed and that action will be taken against the perpetrators.
It would mean feeling comfortable in everything I do.
I suppose it would mean for me feeling safe and secure and respected and empowered as somebody who is often marginalised based on gender, and also a sense of pride in where I lived. And kind of just feeling respected as well.
It would mean for us a safe place for my family to live in, a safe place for me to work, a safe world for him to grow up in, and a happier life for everyone, wouldn't it?
What would a zero tolerance Bristol look like?
Bristol would look like a safer place. You'd have more people walking around at different times of the day, feeling safe.
Just a nicer, safer, kinder place.
A Zero Tolerance Bristol would be great.
What needs to change to make Bristol a zero tolerance city?
In making men and boys aware of what domestic violence and abuse really means.
I believe what needs to change in Bristol so that nobody fears gender-based violence is an equal approach from all organisations, mainly starting from the police. Every single woman in Bristol should be treated equally, regardless of whether they have an addiction, regardless of whether they've been abused in the past or whether they're sex working. Regardless of any mental health illness, everybody needs to feel that they're able to report and be treated in an equal manner. Every woman in the world is equal, and Bristol should represent that. And I think that starts from the top, like I said, with the police, and then spanning out within the support agencies too, so that we have a support system in place, a bed for people to come to, for people to feel safe, to be able to be held and supported through whatever journey that they need to go through.
What actions can you take to create a zero tolerance to gender-based violence in Bristol?
Well, I think it's important to lead by example. So if it's something that you believe, you need to take stand and believe in yourself and be able to stand up for yourself so that other people can come and get that help or that support from yourself as well. And also you could advise others around you. But most importantly, if you're a parent, I think it's important to bring your children up in a way to learn to respect themselves, have that self-worth, enough worth to not take any sort of negative attitude towards their life and their being, and just basically to love yourself. I think that's very important.
More programmes like this one that you're doing, and more awareness of the whole issue.
I would ring fence a fund to ensure that there was always funding and financial support for services that support both women and men who are suffering from gender-based violence.
I would set up a really good reporting culture, and I would actually advertise kind of like those reports and kind of publicise where the reports had actually been as well. There's a good map which is being rolled out across London, which is about where kind of like people have actually been attacked, and so you can get a picture of that, and knowing those statistics can help promote that actually this isn't a terrible thing, so getting the information first is the best.
How
How would you encourage survivors and other people affected by these issues to talk out and speak out under them?
What needs to change within Bristol to help the most marginalised women in our city?
What do you think the barriers are to raising the awareness, first of all, and then obviously we're looking for solutions. But the first thing is, what are the barriers out there?
Sexual consent, do you get it? How do you pause, play or stop?
Would you intervene if you saw a woman in a pressured situation?
Do you think more should be done in the workplace to raise awareness of gender-based violence and the impact that it can have on employees?